How's it going? McNeil coming to you from the garage. It's been a minute since I have made a video, but I've been posting stills of this guy, and the reception has been amazing, and I really appreciate it. I did a little work on him today. Finally got a brown wig in, which is awesome, but it's not glued down yet. I just kind of have it roughly placed in there. These eyes are perhaps a little small based on the references, so I've been talking to Four Seal Studios about getting me some new eyes for this guy. But I wanted just to sort of show what this guy looks like in 3D as opposed to just being a well-angled and, you know, sort of dramatically lit scenario. But he's coming together. I've got the $5.99 Goodwill shirt going. I bought myself a 1981 knit tie for the guy, just like he was wearing in the movie. And I have been working on bloodying up these hands a little bit. And what I'm kind of going for with that is because this movie was rated PG, believe it or not, even with this crazy face ripping scene. If you watch that scene, there's not a lot of like viciously red blood in that scene, and in that movie in its entirety, there's not a lot of like blood. It's all kind of like this sort of pinky. It's not like dark and mean and vicious. I mean, I do have a little bit of this going on, you know, pretty gross stuff or whatever, but that scene was traumatic, and to my best recollection is one of the reasons that we have PG-13 now, after Poltergeist, Gremlins, and the second Indiana Jones movie, the heart scene. That's why this became a thing. So anyway, I just wanted to pop in here and sort of show you guys what this guy looks like. I've got the eyebrows going today. So I've got a full eyebrow on this side, and then I've got a partial eyebrow I still need to work on a little bit over there. But on this side, it helps to create that sort of that anger angle, I think. And on this side, he did have an eyebrow. So, you know, obviously I'm beholden to doing that. And then I, you know, really just need to figure out the best way to perch those hands and then create just sort of like those short arm stubs. Anybody that's done a display that has sort of short arm stubs, hit me up. Let me know what it is that you did in order to kind of keep it all together, because one of the things I'd like to do is glue those arm stubs to his face. You know, I figured I could use a piece of pool noodle for the arm, you know, attached to the base of the hand, like there. And then what I'll do is on this end, I'll glue it to the, you know, the gore on, you know, where his fingertips are touching, and I'll probably even add some latex bits, some meat, as if he's kind of sort of ripping away at his face, just like in the movie. So anyway, there you go. And let's talk about glue for a second. So one of the things that I discovered within the last year or two is this sort of Gorilla Glue, this clear single stage or single ingredient Gorilla Glue. It is amazing for gloss. It's very flexible. It sticks to latex very, 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 very well, which is fantastic. Before this, I was using 5-minute Gorilla Glue epoxy, which is also very good. But, you know, if you really kind of go at it, you could peel it off. This takes even more effort. But one of the things that I like doing is using this with a little bit of color in it, or a lot of bit of color in it, and actually painting with it. So all of the color that you see on his face is Gorilla Glue mixed with cardinal flocking. See that dark red flocking? And some of this stuff, this Nick Pro epoxy dye. So what I can do is add a bunch of drops of that dark red and a few pinches of this cardinal flocking and make a Gorilla Glue that is a very cool, particularly in this case, because again, I'm not looking for anything as thick or as gory as Permablood, which is also amazing. But I'm kind of looking for this sort of like reddish glaze look, so that there's some depth to it, but there's not a lot of blue, dark, deep, vicious gore. This looks fresher and rawer, and, you know, if you look, you can see where that flocking kind of comes apart, but in a really good way. It gives you a breakup on his skin. I would also imagine that this stuff works very well in this regard as a sealer. I use, like, in some cases I'll use this for sweat, and in other cases like this I use it for like this sort of bruisey, like clawed at blood look, you know, sort of smeared blood, and I think it comes up pretty great. So anyway, if you're looking for something to experiment with, this stuff is really great, and you can mix color into it. And the flocking to me is like the move, because again, we're always kind of looking for ways to keep things from looking flat and monotonous, and this kind of thing to me breaks it up in a way that is natural and gives you a look that would otherwise be like speckle painting and then going back and trying to make it look shiny. So this is shiny and speckle painted, and literally just by dabbing this stuff right here with a brush. So hopefully that helps somebody. And there's a piece of aquarium foam holding his eyeball in. Never mind the man behind the curtain. But you get the point. Gonna get those hands working, and yeah, get this t-shirt all cut, or t-shirt, this button down cut up, and try to really do my best to not only make this an awesome display, but make it recognizable as the dude from Poltergeist. So there you go. Hope everybody's having an awesome Father's Day on this Sunday, and I'll talk to you guys soon.